In this tutorial, you are going to learn how to find citations within a database article, and you are going to learn how to locate bibliographic information on a web page. Let's get started. Clicking on a database, I can do a basic search. And I'm going to open up this article all about energy. If I click on these drop downs, it will provide me with lots of information. And if I decide to use any of this information to help me with an assignment, then I need to give credit to the source. On each database article, you are going to find a square box with a check mark inside. Click on that box and you will find a full citation that you can include on your assignment to give credit to the information that you took from the article. I've copied this citation. And you want to hop over to your assignment. Let's say that I've taken information from that article for this specific assignment. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and I'm going to create a new page just for my sources. We're going to title this Works Cited. And then we can paste our citation right there. If this is the only place you got information, then your Works Cited is good to go. If we decide to use information from a web page for our research, then we have to give proper credit to our source. And we're looking for the following basic citation information: the author, the title of the article, the date the article was published, and the URL. Together, we're going to build this citation that looks similar to this. Let's practice with this article. The first thing that we're looking for is the author. Normally, under the title of the article, this one being Discovery in Space, you can find the author. And it's pretty clear in this article that our author is Brian S. McGrath. Hopping over to our Works Cited page on our assignment, we're going to type the author's name with a comma. Next, we're looking for the title of the article. The title of the article is up at the top in bold, Discovery in Space. We're going to put a comma, italicize our title. Next, we're looking for the date the article was published. Again, we find that information right under the article title, December 8th, 2023. Because we're just learning how to cite, you can put the date however you like. I'm going to copy the format above. Finally, we want to include the URL. This is the most simple part. You're going to go into the search bar, copy your URL, and paste it next to your other information. So here we have our basic citation. We have our author, our title, the date the article was written, and our URL. Unfortunately, citing from a web page isn't always that simple. Sometimes our web pages don't include all of this information, and so we have to adjust our citation. For instance, sometimes web pages don't have a listed author. It's more of an editing team that put the article together. If no author is listed, we're going to include the publisher in place of the author. And if no date is listed, which is often the case, then we are going to include the letters NA, which stands for not applicable, in place of the date. So we're going to work with an example that's similar to what I'm describing. On the LibGuide, we have a few websites here that don't have authors or dates listed. Let's practice building a citation without all of that bibliographic information. Remember, the first thing that we're looking for is the author of the source. I could tell at the top of the page that my title is Types of Energy. Normally, we would see an author listed right below the title along with the date, but there is neither there. Sometimes, if you can't find the author right under the title, you can check the end of the article to see if the information is included there. Giving a thorough search, I can see that there is no author listed. So instead of the author, I'm going to look for the publisher of this web page. If I scroll to the very bottom of any web page, you're going to look for a little C with a circle around it, and that stands for copyright. The publisher owns the copyright to the web page. So on this web page, our publisher is Dorling Kindersley Limited. You want to make sure that your spelling is correct and that you're using correct capitalization. Moving back to my assignment, if I take any information from that web page, then I'm going to start building my citation. And I've listed my publisher. Next, we're looking for the title of the article. Again, the title is Types of Energy. Put a comma, italicize my title. We go back to our guide here. It says that we're looking for the date the article was published. And I didn't see one before next to my author. I'm not seeing one here or at the end of the article. Given a thorough search, I can't see any specific date mentioned when this article was published. So we're not going to include a specific date. In place of the date, we are going to include the letters NA for not applicable. So our teacher knows that we looked for it, but we couldn't find it. And then finally, the easy part, we're going to copy the URL and add it to our citation. So this is how you build a citation when you don't have an author or date. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. If you have any questions about how to build a citation or give credit to your source, check out the rest of this LibGuide, or you can reach out to me, Mrs. Minton, at cminton@cursd.org.